Like sonic boom, the whole building shook. It was a massive explosion.
A call for help turns into a tragedy for the FDNY.
We lost a hero today, and our members are all saddened.
A hero killed in the line of duty.
We feel it deeply. We feel it deeply today.
A community in mourning, left to salute a father, husband, and veteran firefighter who dedicated his life to saving others. And good evening, I'm Christine Johnson.
And I'm Maurice Dubois. The video of the destruction is stunning. A home in the Bronx leveled by a deadly explosion.
The call came in as a gas leak, and firefighters had no idea of the drug den they would find inside.
And they could never imagine it would leave them mourning the death of Battalion Chief Michael Fahey. We have team coverage tonight of the tragedy that struck the FDNY. Let's start with CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez. Hazel?
Maurice and Christine, we often hear of firefighters getting injured or killed after heading into a burning building, but rarely do we hear of such tragedies striking a firefighter who is simply standing on the street. But that is exactly what happened to Battalion Chief Michael Fahey, who worked in this firehouse behind me. He was described as a rising star whose time to shine was cut short. New York firefighters struggled to put on their bravest faces today after losing one of their own.
We lost a hero today, and our members are all saddened.
Dozens came to New York Presbyterian Allen Hospital, some carrying American flags to pay their respects to the family of Battalion Chief Michael Fahey. FDNY Commissioner Daniel Nigro once worked alongside Fahey's retired firefighter father, Thomas Fahey. Nigro fought back tears, speaking about their loss.
It's a terrible loss for the family, for the Fahey family. It's a loss for the fire department family. We are a family. We feel it deeply. We feel it deeply today.
44-year-old Fahey, a 17-year veteran of the department, was promoted to chief of Battalion 19 about 2 years ago. This morning, he was directing operations from the street, investigating a smell of gas at a home on 234th Street, when the house exploded and part of the roof hit him in the head.
Chief Fahey was fatally struck with a portion of that building, was brought here as quickly as possible, but he was not to be saved.
The responding unit who was with Fahey this tragic morning returned to their firehouse this afternoon and were greeted with the comforting embrace of fellow firefighters. Fahey was their brother. He was also a husband and father of 3, 2 sons aged 11 and 6, and an 8-year-old daughter. All day, relatives and friends were seen visiting the family's home in Yonkers.
Our hearts go out to the Fahey family. A family so devoted to this city. Michael's father, a fire chief before him. A family that has given so much and today made the ultimate sacrifice to this city.
I spoke to neighbors who say while Fahey loved his job, he was truly a family man who simply adored his wife and children. You know that dad you know who would take his kids to every school field trip? He was that man, and everyone who we spoke with that knew him says he will be missed. We're live in the Bronx. Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.
Missed and never forgotten. Hazel, thank you. Police